The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ, WVTC Allsip Chicago, and iNetworks Communication Station. The fall and winter fashion seasons are upon us. Time Underground Furs have every coat you need to be unique and stand out in the crowd. From furs, minks, leather, suede, vests with the fur, blue jean jackets with fur, cashmere, and wool coats, with over 350 coats to choose from. Rarely will you see two of the same coat. Quality coats and excellent customer service is first and foremost. Our entire inventory is wholesale priced. You never pay full price. Every coat is 25% or more less than any other store that sells fur coats. Why pay retail when you can buy the same coat for wholesale and save hundreds of dollars? Time Underground Furs also sells to other stores at wholesale prices. We also have very nice pre-owned, slightly worn furs. We lease our coats for all types of events and have 30-day layaway only. The mission is to take the coats out of our store and put them in your closet or store. Wearing a mink or unique coat transforms you to the best version of yourself, and everyone wants a fur coat. Time Underground Furs is here to make that happen. We do appointments only. Time Underground Furs, located in River Oaks Mall in Calumet City, 708-252-1434. That's 708-252-1434. Or check out our website at www.tymeundergroundfurs.com. It's time to purchase a fur from Time Underground Furs.
Good morning, happy Saturday morning. I was going to say Friday, you all. Happy Saturday morning to everyone. I am excited about today because this is the day that we are coming together to impact, to encourage, to motivate, to build up someone, to tap into that person that they have completely become unknowledgeable about, that person that they've completely forgotten about, to tap into that inner person that God created that somehow got lost in the shuffle due to life situations and life choices that we had to make. Well, that is what we do here on Dhat Girl every Saturday morning. Again, we lift up, we encourage, and we motivate you to get up and to move your feet, to uncover that person that God created on the inside of you. Yes, you do have her or him on the inside of you, and it is just waiting for you to uncover all of the creativity, all of the motivation, all of the things that has been prepared and created for your life before you were even predestined in your mother's womb. Now, that is some kind of a gift to have down on the inside of you. So again, every Saturday morning, I am your host, Sholanda Boland, and I'm here doing, again, what we do, encouraging one another to come forth and to work to your fullest capacity until you reach that ceiling in your life. This morning, you all, we're going to have a great conversation. I missed you all on last week. I had to play a old session, but I want you all to know that this time that we spend together is not only helpful for you, but it is as helpful for me as it is for you. Why is my tongue twisted this morning? Oh no. But I just want you all to know that it is a season not for you to be sad. It is a season not for you to overspend and to cause yourself to get in a rut financially, but it is a season to just share love, joy, peace, and happiness. Christmas is my favorite time of the year because everyone is giving love. You can just feel it in the air. You can feel it in the atmosphere. Everybody's giving love, or they're giving out of love. So I just want you all to stay focused on love for today. When you get out in the store shopping, don't be impatient when you get in line. Be patient. Be open-minded, because you never know who's going to be standing or looking around you that just might need your love and compassionate smile or your good morning. So I just want to encourage you all to let's have fun today. Let's have fun on this Saturday morning, although it is kind of cold. I stayed in all day yesterday. Thank God for my job that I'm able to stay home. But I stayed in all day yesterday because it's cold. So bundle up when you go out this morning. I want to give you all a Christmas gift idea as you're out shopping. As you all know, if you're a first time watcher, this is my children's book that I wrote to help to encourage your children to pray. This book has different outlines and tools and words, letters, illustrations, Bible scriptures. Am I holding that the right way? To help your children to learn how to pray. You ask, you believe God for what you're asking Him for. You have courage to step out on faith. So this book sells for $20. It's a hardback color book all the way through. And then we have the activity book that kind of like puts the seal on the deal when it comes to learning the Bible scripture. You all know we have to put a word on it when we're praying. So we want to teach our children to pray, and not only just to pray, but to be able to remember and to apply the word of God. So today I will allow the set to be sold. It's normally $25, but I'll give you all a $5 discount if you want to purchase both the book and the activity book. You can now get this for $20. Give me a call or message me in Messenger, Sholanda Boland, and I will get it, make arrangements to have this shipped out to you and make sure that you'll get it for your niece, nephew, children, grandchildren in time before Christmas. Again, don't miss out on the set for $20 for both books. Let's get into our topic for today. We're talking about the impact of your choice. The impact of your choices. When this came to me, and it was a thought in my mind because of something that I've been going through with my family, um, how whatever it is that you do, you better believe it's not only just going to impact your life, but it's going to affect and impact someone else's life. So you want to make sure that you stop, as we always say, look and listen before you start making your choices, be it to open up a business, be it to write the book, be it to invest monies, whatever it is that your choices are going to be, you need to stop and really try to think about that thing before you get started. How is this? Look at the big picture. How is this going to help me, or how is this going to hurt me? Because sometimes we can make investments that are not wise investments, that in turn it'll cause you to lose. I don't know if you all remember me telling my story that I opened up. I have a home-based center now, but I opened up, myself and a partner, we opened up a daycare center. And in that center, we lost a lot of monies. And I know that it was because we did not do as much research that we were supposed to do before we started this business. Well, you've got to look at every area before you make your decisions, be it business, personal, spiritual, whatever choices you make. Let's think about the impact that it's going to make. An impact is the effect that you have on someone or something, or is the force of contact of an object colliding together. How many of you all understand the impact that you can make in your life if you do not think it out properly? If you do not plan that thing? I know that's why the Bible says to write the vision and make it plain. So when you write something down, you're going to be able to go back and read over it and over it. As you're writing it, you're processing it and you're thinking about it. It's so important not to underthink. I know I've talked about overthinking, but you don't want to underthink a decision that you're going to make, because a lot of times that impact that you make, that outcome that comes as a result of your choice that you've made, sometimes it's inoperable. It cannot be reversed. There's nothing that can be done for it, except you have to ride out to see where it's going to land, where you're going to end up as a result of this choice that you made. You all, please, please, please encourage your family all around you to use wisdom in these days, because everybody's what is it, creative juices have begun to activate. Everybody, and I am so excited about the spirit of entrepreneurship that's out now. But everybody is coming up with their visions and their ideas and their dreams. I have quite a few of my peers, my colleagues, that's writing books, and they're putting their hands to do what it is that they know that they were predestined to do. So I'm encouraging that again, but I need you all to make sure that you write it out, that you think it out, so that when you begin to walk it out, you will not land in destruction. Because once you get into that place of impact, it's going to take some time to pull that and to undo what it is that you've done. I'm using myself today as always. It took us a long time to recuperate the finances that we lost when I invested into this business. We're talking, you all, like 80, $90,000. And I don't know about you, but that's a whole lot of money for me. And it can cause you to have to relocate from your home. It can cause doors of sickness to open in your body. So you want to make sure that you're thinking before you move on this morning. You want to make sure that before you even go out and do what we're doing in this season, Christmas shopping, go out with a budget. Don't go out reckless spending, because guess what? Your money really does act a lot different when you work it with a plan than when it's just thrown out there to work on its own. Have you all ever thought about when your kids were young and then they got older? When they were younger, we kind of like was able to give them directions. I need you to do this at this time. I need you to be here. And their life seemed to be really, really going in the right direction. But when they got to be a certain age and they got on their own, it seems like when they were from up under that structured life, that things began to just go a little bit different for them, and they started making different choices. So I want you to, even with that point, know that even when you're putting into your planning and your strategizing, and you have your plan all airtight, it may not go just the way you plan for it to go. Things are going to always change. So you have to be ready to make an alternative move. You have to be ready to deviate from your plan. So kind of like have a plan A and a plan B moving forward. If you have not already been operating like that, you got to be able to know, what am I going to do just in case this happens? And I'm telling you all what I've learned and how I've learned, which is what put me in a position where I'm in right now, where I'm able to do a lot of things as a person, which allows me to be sitting here before you all on every Saturday morning. Choices that I've made has allowed me to learn lessons. And that's why I want to give you all encouragement. Don't do what I did, but to be careful in what you're doing, so that your outcome will be that what we're seeking to accomplish. You want to wake up that greatness on the inside of you. You want to wake up that destiny that was predestined for your life, but you do not want to do that with a lot of heartache and pain. You have to know timing. Timing is really important, you all, as you're planning and as you're getting ready to come out. You need to know, what time is it? Is it time for you to release what you're working on? Is it the season for what you're planning for? Is it time for you to open that door, or do you need to do a little bit more intense studying? Do you need to do a little bit more research? You all, don't be afraid to network. Get out there, talk to people, find out what they're doing and how they were able to become successful. Because we're at an advantage when we're in the planning stage of something, because we get to learn from someone else's mistakes. So before you create your mistakes, you're able to, if you do your homework right, if you're researching, and if you're mindful that this choice that I make, what kind of impact am I going to have on the community? What kind of impact is it going to have on the community, or the air, or the people that you're trying to reach with your product? What kind of impact would it have? So you have time to plan. Don't rush it. Don't rush it because you hear it. And that was one of my downfalls when I was in my planning point. I would always hear something because I'm a visionary and I would just jump right to it. You want to take your time so that when you get down into it, that it will be done and it will be done correctly. That when you, if your feet hit that pavement and you get ready to start moving, that you won't have to worry about so many mistakes, because there's going to be some kinks. I don't want to discourage you or make you think that it's just going to be all easy, but you want to do the best part that you can do so that this thing can come out. I shared with you all that I'm working on a new CD release, and I'm really being mindful of the impact. What do I want the people to get out of the song? What do I want? How do I want their life to change? What areas am I trying to target with the song that I'm going to be releasing? So those are some things that you have to ask yourself. And I'm encouraged and I'm motivated because I just know that when this thing hit, that it's going to make a big difference. Go in confidence, you all. Go assured that what you're working on, it's going to hit and it's going to hit big. And how you can pretty much guarantee that it's going to hit big, it's all behind your response, is how you put it out there. How do you see your project? How do you see it working out? How do you see people responding to it? So when you present it, like when I present my book, I'm confident that when you buy this book, you're going to be satisfied with the book because I took time out and I selected, handpicked every scripture. I handpicked every word and I put thought behind every illustration that is written in this book. So I know for sure that when you buy my book, your child will learn the concept and they will have some tools to use in the early stages of learning how to pray. So as I get on here every Saturday morning and I suggest that you all purchase this book, or I encourage you to purchase the book for your children or someone that you know, I'm confident in it. So when you go out and you're pushing your product, you don't want to be have talking. You don't want to like sound insecure. And one thing that I'm learning again, you all stop downgrading our product. People will pay what you charge. People will pay your worth of your product, or they won't purchase it. Now sales, you can, you can do your sales, but I don't want you all to underbid yourself. I don't want you, because you're not confident in what you're doing and you're not confident in the product that you're making, or you're not confident in the book that you're selling, so you're just allowing it to be put out at a very unlucrative rate for yourself. You want to make sure that, look, this is time, sweat, and tears that I put into this, so this is going to be my price. So everything makes a difference when you're choosing, when you're making your choices, like I said, business, spiritual, emotionally, financially. When you're making those choices, you got to think that thing completely out so that when you're faced with whatever situation that's going to come your way, you will be confident because you know and you're sure of what you've learned. You're sure of what you allowed to be downloaded into you as positive, and you will pretty much come up with grand reactions. You all, this really was something just simple that I wanted to come and talk to you all about, because I'm sure everybody know the importance of making right choices, good choice, bad choice. But I wanted you all to think about the impact of your choice. How is this thing going to really affect you? What will be said about this choice that you're going to make sometimes next year? What will your grandchildren be able to say about the choices that you made? What will your peers be able to say? What will your consumers be able to say about the choice that you made? It's so important, you all, that the people are pleased with what you put out, because that's why we're doing it, to be a blessing, to help someone to be able to get on further in whatever area in their life. So do not rush. Do not rush. I can't see my time. Do not rush. You all want to move at a smooth pace. You want to dissect. You want to study. You want to work, try it out for your own self. You want to see how it's going to work so that when you do, again, put it out there, you will be able to know, you're confident in how people were affected by it or how they should have been affected by it. How many of you all are looking to purchase homes this year? How many of you all are looking to purchase cars this year? I was talking with some people, and last night, a lot of people are doing cosmetic surgeries. A lot of people are doing things to their bodies, trying to get a new look, trying to get a new feel, just trying to do something different. As the new year comes, you all know we always have these plans that I'm going to do this different. I'm going to be different in this area. I don't know if people still make, what are they called? I can't think of it, the list that you make of things that you're not going to do or the things that you're going to do moving forward in the new year. Make your list and let's try to stick to it. Not just try, let's stick to it. If you're making plans, like I said, to purchase something, change your spending habits. Let's start that today. If you're making plans to lose weight, if you're making plans to do something cosmetic for your body, research it. Don't just go out there and start allowing just anybody to cut on you and to do things to your body. Really look into what it is that you're going to be doing in this time in your life of change. This is the season of change. This is the time of change. Everybody desires change. Everybody wants a do-over. Everybody wants to try it. Just give me one more chance. If I can do it all again, I would do what? If you can do it all again, you would do it how? If you could walk that way again, you would do it how? If you could talk to that person again, you would present yourself how? When the doors to the banks open, I'm going to present myself different this time. When it comes time for me to put down payments for my home, I'm going to come prepared to the table this time. Why? Because you thought it out first and you focus on the impact that it's going to make. I think the impact you all, the outcome is what brings the ups, the good or the bad. It brings the ups or it brings it down. So if I know that I'm doing something and I really want this thing to work out for myself, I'm gonna pretty much make sure that I do all that I can do. Like I said, things does happen and everything does not go perfect. But when you know that you put your all into it, when you know that you really look into it the best way that you know how, then you're pretty confident and you're secure that whatever happened, that it was something that was just going to happen. I want you all not to allow fear to cause you to be afraid and to miss things that you're working on to encourage yourself for this year. I mean, for next year, those projects that you started but you have not yet completed, don't be afraid to go back to them. Don't, that was then. This is now. You know more now than you did then. And if you don't know more now, then like I'm saying, go back and research and study more so that when you pull out that thing that has been uncovered on the inside of you, you will be able to see it and you will be able to accomplish it at a a greater level. I was going to look into expanding my business next year. So I had to look into a lot of different classes, and I looked into a lot of different options that I had that will put me on certain levels. But when I did my research, you all, and I looked into it, I realized that I'm really at a good place with the business now, at the timing that I'm in for myself personally, at the timing that I'm in with the business. Would it be a lucrative idea for me to expand right now? Sometimes you're at a good place and you want to do more and you want to do better, but when you get to into looking into it, I'm talking financially now, it doesn't make sense for me to move right now. I'm at such a place where I'm moving in a vein that is very prosperous for me, and this is just me talking about me. And it would not be a good move for me right now at this point in my life to expand, because that's going to open the door for more financial obligations, and it'll cost me more than if I just stand still where I am and work what I have going now. um, it will free me up time to be able to open up another portal of income. It'll free me up enough time to open up something different. You see, sometimes we want to fix what's not broken, but we really can just start something new, because this is so rooted and is in a good place. It leaves an opportunity for you to start your clothing line, for you to start something different If you're looking to do more, it's a good time once you get your foundation laid. Look at doing something a little bit different so that you won't become bored with where you are. Um, and it'll cause you to kind of like get off track. So today we're talking about making the right choices. We're talking about being aware of the impact of your choices. We're talking about choosing what it is that you're deciding to do and see how it's what effect it is going to have on you and what effect it is going to have on someone else and how it can be used beneficial to your targeted audience. So you want to make sure that you come out strong. It's the force of the contact that will cause it to explode and that the pieces will begin to fall in the right places that you're looking for them to fall. But if you come at it soft, timid, insecure, then your pieces is it's not gonna fall into place for you. But come out strong in 2023. Come out strong knowing that I'm about to do what I was predestined to do. Come out strong in 2023. Oh, that was a tongue twister again. What's going on this morning? Come out strong in 2023, knowing that, yes, I'm excited because I'm about to do it. I'm about to lose the weight. I'm about to buy the house. I'm about to start the business. I'm about to write the book. I'm about to become a whole new person just because I decided that this is a choice that I want to make. No longer will I be stagnated. No longer will I allow myself to just lay and be distracted by everybody's situations, everybody else's life concerns all around you. You want to push through all of that so that that girl can breathe, so that that girl can get into your mind and you'll be able to see, oh, wow, man, I always wanted to bake. I always wanted to sew. I always wanted to do this or whatever it is that comes. But when you allow yourself to be bottled down because of choices that you did not think out through, and as a result of that, the impact that it has made on your life has caused you to have to go to the right when you should have been going to the left. It has caused you to have to go the long way around. But guess what? You're still moving. There's still time. When you're moving, there's time for you to get back around to the place where you should have been. Don't be afraid again if you started out something and you got on the wrong track. Do not be afraid to get up and get back to moving. Get to moving in your mind. Get to decreeing. Get up in the morning and says, yes, I can. Yes, I will. And begin to plant that thing. Get up every morning and affirm yourself how great you are, how strong you are, how powerful you were created. I was reading in Psalms on last night how God created us to be just a little lower than the angels, how he loved us so much that after he created the world, that he found need for you. So there is need for you that the creator decided to even create you and to allow you to be born in your mother's womb. We're talking about releasing, uncovering that purpose that was predestined in you before you were even created. You all, this is good. This is real good. You have an opportunity. It's not over. You're not stuck just working a job for someone else. You have it inside of you that you can be the employer, your own self. You can be the one that's passing out the checks, and you can be the one that's doing those things that you always just saw someone else doing, but you just never even phantomed that you would have the opportunity to do it. Well, guess what? We're moving forward in 2023. Take your opportunity, take your steps. Take your choices and make sure that the impact that you make, oh, somebody gonna remember me. I promise you all, somebody's gonna remember that girl. When you move her out, when you move out into the direction that you're going in, and you're moving in great force, that you know that when you hit this thing, that the impact that you're going to make, that somebody's going to be changed, that somebody's life is going to go in another direction just because of who? You, because of the great person that you are. You are great, you all. You are wonderfully made in the image of God. Don't let nothing or anyone deter you from doing what you feel you're supposed to do. I don't care how old you are. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Tell yourself that today. Let's make that be our thing that we do today. Every time you think of something that you want to do, affirm yourself, I got this. I can do this. And put your hands to it. And don't worry about it. Don't worry, because guess what? If it's something that was given to you by our Creator, the impact that you make on the people, it's going to be mind blowing for you as well as for them. You all, our time always run out so fast just when I'm getting into the heat of it, because I believe that which was created on the inside of you, it is the season now for it to come up and out, for you to become fulfilled in your purpose and your destiny. Again, I am Sholanda Boland, and I have been your host. I hope you all was motivated to get up and to make your choice, but be mindful of your impact. I hope you all were motivated to know that you can do everything that you put and that it will be successful. I'm getting put off, you all. I love you all. Enjoy your day. Enjoy shopping. Be patient. Have a great and wonderful Saturday. Until next week, I will see you all later. Have a great day.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ. WVTC Allsip Chicago and iNetworks